Hi, I am Yuki, and today I will be your storyteller. Make yourself comfortable and we'll get right on it. We see the Wu Chen taking to CEO Li Ruobing, telling her how Ding Ruilong is most concerned about his face and that he will not cuckold himself for the sake of victory. Wu Chen then suggests a way to prove his innocence to CEO Li, that is to be one of her fake boyfriends. CEO Li had 3 previous fake boyfriends before. All 3 of them were screwed over by Ding Ruilong. The first was suicided, the second one was sent to a mental hospital, while the third one was framed and imprisoned. CEO Li warns Wu Chen about the consequences of being her fake boyfriend, to which he replies that he knows, and that if people want to climb her higher, having a relationship with CEO Li will make life interesting. Li Ruobing immediately raised his gun and pointed it at Wu Chen's forehead and withstood it. Wu Chen kept smiling and calmly looked at Li Ruobing. He is good at observing people, so he can judge in an instant when a person raises aims at him, whether they really wants to shoot. At the moment when Li Ruobing raises her gun, Wu Chen knows that she will not kill someone herself. Seeing such, Li Ruobing say, "I have to admit, you, very special, courageous, and bold, and you are still so young. It would be a pity if you leave this world like this." "You are not afraid?" To which Wu Chen replies, "If you really want to kill someone, you will just call someone in. It is just a joke. Why should I be afraid?" Hearing this, CEO Li withdrew her gun from Wu Chen's head, saying that she likes him. Now, you horny people of the internet, she does not mean it like that. She meant she likes his personality, vibes, boldness, etc. They then go on to take a couple's photo to show off to Ding Ruilong. She took out her mobile phone in her right hand and turned on the selfie. Snapped! The lights flashed and the selfie was completed. Li Ruobing checked his self-portrait with Wu Chen, but his face, color, changed slightly because she saw the photo and found that at the moment of taking pictures, Wu Chen raised 2 fingers. Wu Chen understands what it means to take a photo. With this photo, she will be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, the first one being that it will disgust Ding Ruilong, and the second one being to check whether or not Wu Chen is on Ding Ruilong's side or not. Li Ruobing tells Wu Chen that from today onwards, he is her boyfriend and personal assistant while she continues to look at her phone. They then change the subject. CEO Li asks Wu Chen what happened to her brother. East China Sea Crown, Central China Regal, South China Sea Plaza, China's top 3 entertainment clubs, among them East China Sea Crown, is run by Li Ruotai, CEO Li's younger brother. Everyone in East China Sea knows this. East China Sea Crown has crossed the line by involving many top celebrities, rich people, and officials. An investigation began 3 months ago, and from what Wu Chen knows, it is estimated that the network will be closed in another month at most. Hearing this, Li Ruobing shouted, "What did you say?" Wu Chen continues on with his explanation on how this problem is not only her brother's problem, but a problem for the whole Li family. Once the case is closed, Li Ruotai will not only go to prison, but if necessary, the Li family will also cut all ties with Li Ruotai. "This is a very, very big deal. Are you sure your information is correct?" Li Ruobing asks Wu Chen. He just replies that he is not the one she should ask. This implies that she should ask the person involved, in other words, her brother, Li Ruotai. The scene suddenly changes to the East China Sea Crown Entertainment Club. We see the thug Wu Chen encountered in the club in Chapter 2. He looks like he is explaining what went down and how they miserably failed to catch one person, Wu Chen, with a whole ass gang. Wang Zhuangyuan, Li R. Ruo Utai's right-hand man, the one whose car Wu Chen stole, exclaims how Wu Chen do not want to live, as he not only injured Zhao Zi's men, stole his Wang Yuan's car, and borrowed Mr. Li's name. Zhao Guizi, Li Ruotai's left-hand man, the boss of the goons Wu Chen beat up, expresses that it is strange how not only did Wu Chen have his phone number, but that he also knew about the May rally. Mr. Li, the eldest grandson of the Li family, formerly known as Li Ruotai, says that whatever the reason being, they should find him so that he can kill him with his own 2 hands. At that exact moment, as they are discussing about the matter at hand, Li Ruobing walks in. This catches all of them off guard. As they are all smoking, Li Tai tells the other two to put out the cigarettes, as Li Bing hates the smell of cigarettes. Li Tai asks his sister for what did she suddenly visit him. Is it an urgent matter? To which Li Bing replies, I am here to introduce you to someone, pointing at Wu Chun, who raises his hand, gesturing hello. Wu Chun then throws Wang Yuan's car keys back to him, telling him that he borrowed his car to play for a bit, and that it is currently parked in the underground parking lot of Fantasy Fashion. Noticing this, the hooligan yells, saying that he is the one who used Mr. Li's name yesterday. Ru Tai, the eldest grandson of the Li family, is the most favored in the family and is able to use most of the family's power. Compared to Li Ruobing, Li Ruotai is strong, and his strength is not weaker than Ding Ruilong. Li Bing grew up tough. Since she was a child, she spared no efforts on whether to protect or beat her brother. This led to Li Ruotai respecting and fearing his sister. Sis, this boy is... Li Tai hesitantly asks who the person is next to her. What, this kid? This is your brother-in-law. Li Bing berates Li Tai for calling his brother-in-law a boy. Hearing Li Bing call Wu Chen his brother-in-law surprised not only Li Tai but everyone present in that room. Li Tai asks Li Bing if she is play the fake boyfriend trick again, and that the one she picked this time is too ordinary, and if she can give him a reason to be with him. Hearing this, Li Bing starts to think, and the conclusion of her thoughts? Well, it was to play a prank on her brother. She proceeds to act sick and falls into Wu Chun's arms, saying that she hasn't been feeling well as of late, and that it was all Wu Chun's fault. This basically implies that they has segs. They should be sent to horny jail. I am disappointed, Wu Chun. Wu Chun whispers to Li Bing's ear. Say that is she not adding too much to the drama? Li Bing replies immediately, asking whether he is afraid of Ding Ruilong. I am not afraid, but... Your brother seems too stunned. It seems Mick, too worried about Li Tai, who looks like he about to pass out, to care about some ding-dong mother F. We see Li Tai flabbergasted as to what he just saw happen. The sheer fact that her sister is pregnant with the child of some guy who she met no more than a couple of hours ago. But Li Tai himself didn't know that they had just met. He was questioning himself about whether or not it was true. Tai then adds a pinch of salt on Wu Chun's facial figure, saying that he does not look half bad, but that he is not the most handsome. Li Ruotai is to understand his old sister. He states that his sister prefers older guys, so why is she with someone who is in his early 20s? He is having a mental breakdown right now. After not being able to figure why his sister was with a younger man, he switches his course of action, moving his thoughts towards Wu Chun's direction again. Because it is logically unreasonable, he has now begun to think that his mighty and arrogant old sister may have been deceived by Wu Chun, stating that those who are in love become blind and that love makes people's IQ go to 0. Lol Man legit said that loves makes you stupid. People who work at NASA must have shipped their V cards to space so they stay forever smart. That's right. I need to save her from this man. Li Tai then asks Wu Chun, how did the two of them meet each other? To which Wu Chun says that they both met each other 3 months ago when Li Bing was recruiting interns at a university. Hearing this, Li Bing was surprised to how Wu Chun knew she went to a university for recruiting interns. Tai accepts defeat and thanks Wu Chun for saving their ass. Wu Chun's actions caught Li Ruobing off guard. She did not accept her rebellious brother to be so easily subdued in a matter of sentences, and so swiftly at that. She then tells Li Tai to stop with the bullshit and that they are here for something important. It seems that someone from above, meaning higher-ups, wants to move the Crowns Club. On the other hand, Tai questions his sister about whether she even got to know this man in such a short time for her to get pregnant. Li Tai turns towards Wu Chun and gets very personal, to the point you could smell his cigarette breath. Tai shouts at Wu Chun, saying that he was seen with a girl at the bar yesterday, asking Wu Chun to tell him why. Wu Chun goes on to say how Li Bing shouldn't misunderstand and that the girl he was with was Mu Tian-chan, the daughter of Mu Sihai, the owner of the East China Sea Mu Biomedical Group, and that if he did not stop Liu Huzi from making a move on her, it would have caused a major problem. The East China Mu Group, which is a prominent biomedical group in the East China Sea region, has Mu Sihai as its former board member, who is extremely wealthy and also serves as a deputy to the National People's Congress. This group has numerous valuable connections. If the East China Group is represented as a dragon, then Mu's group would be considered a small snake in comparison. If the Li family fight against the Mu Group, even if the Li family wins, they will suffer backlashes in return. This piece of information surprised everyone in the room. Li Tai exclaimed that is impossible. He took care of everything, and that he would know if that was the case. Wu Chun continues saying that Li Tai should not have taken a video of those people, the people referring to celebrities, rich people, and official, and that Tai's business with Zihu should have been cut off a long time ago. When Li Bing heard that Li Tai is still in touch with Zihu, she shouted at Tai, asking why he is still in touch with that person and that he is not a good person. Which Tai is asking his sister to calm down, Wu Chun agrees with Li Bing, elaborating on how Zihu sold out Li Tai to the feds, and he put all the on Li Tai for what happened, saying it was his idea. "My sister does not even know about my business with Zihu. How could you know? Who told you?" says Li Tai. "No need to clarify it for you. I am here for her, not for you." Wu Chun explains how he is here for Li Bing and not for Li Tai, and that everything he is doing is for her sake, not his. This response agitates Mr. Li Ruo Tai. He points at Wu Chun, shouting that if he does not explain, he will not get out of the room alive. Li Bing tells Tai to calm down and let him finish talking. Li Tai tells Li Bing that he does not care how he fooled her, but he will not believe this liar who cannot even speak properly. Wu Chun states that only a few people in China know that 4 months ago, Liao Bo, who was parachuted into the East China Sea Department as deputy director, came to handle the Crown Entertainment case. Wu Chun then goes on to explain that investigators who disguised themselves as guests to go undercover and others who lurk in the clubhouse have collected a lot of evidence. He is talking about it while writing down a list of something. He then hands over the list to Li Tai, saying that this is the list that contains the names of all the undercover agents. Damn Daddy Wu Chen for the save. Tai tells his left hand to notify everybody and start gathering their weapons, and then he tells his right hand to take his men and investigate the list Wu Chun gave him, turning to Wu Chun saying that if the info is wrong, it will be his fault. Hearing this, Wu Chun comfortably sits down and asks Tai, how much money is he willing to bet on his info being wrong? A couple of cigarettes later, Li Tai is sitting in his chair watching the footage on a camera, shocked by what he sees in the footage. He slams the camera to the tables, yelling that all the people on the list capture them now. He could not believe his eyes. Wu Chun interrupts Li Tai, saying that they cannot be captured, and that if even one of the undercover agents go missing, the feds will start to act. They already have more than enough evidence on Li Ruo Tai, on some casino-related things too. Tai jumps from his chair in rage, slamming his hand on the table, breaking the camera in half, asking what Wu Chun wants him to do then? Wu Chun tells Tai he can proceed and go to jail or go through the whole of this safely. It is his choice on which he wants to end up doing. Tai goes with the second option. To survive safely, he needs to listen to Wu Chun. Wu Chun tells Li Tai to tell his men not to go over there yet. After doing so, Tai asks now what? To which Wu Chun replies with, apologize to me and I will fix everything. We will continue this story soon. In the meanwhile, you can choose from this exciting stories. See you there.